everyone. Welcome to This Day. It is Thursday, April 9th. I'm your host, Bree Cox Kennedy. It's always great to be here with you and share what's happening around the village. And to do that, today we've got a GRF update with Janine Costello and Carmen Pacello. Today's topics center all around safety. And continuing with what's happening around the village, the United Laguna Woods Mutual Board of Directors invites United residents to its next monthly town hall, Friday, April 10th. It takes place at 2 p.m. in the Performing Arts Center Clubhouse 3, Room 2. The El Toro Water District will provide an overview of its infrastructure and costs, explain water use in the village, and how the HOA is built. I think that'd be some valuable information to gain from the El Toro Water District. Let's take a look at our 5-day forecast, folks. We can expect a noticeable cool down as we head into the weekend with increasing clouds and chances of rain both Saturday and Sunday, and now it's looking like possibly Monday. But today's high stays pretty warm, around 77 with lows in the high 50s. Friday also stays mild with partly cloudy skies. By Saturday's showers do move in and the temperatures continue to decline. Sunday, look at that, looks to be the coolest and wettest of our 5-day stretch with steady rain and temperatures only in the low 60s. Conditions do begin to improve by Monday with a mix of sun and clouds and possibly a little more lingering rain, and still remain on the cooler side. So it's definitely a shift toward cooler, unsettled weather. So keep those umbrellas handy or keep those movies lined up. Sunrise this morning was at 6:27 a.m. Sunset will be at 7:17 p.m. A gorgeous shot taken from the San Clemente Pier, sent in to us by Eli. Thank you, Eli, for sending that in. If you'd like to send us your photos, we'd sure love to share them. Please email those to us at lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. Of course, you know the drill. Send us your name, where the photo was taken from, and in a horizontal format, please. We sure do appreciate all these wonderful photos coming in from our very talented viewers. We've got a couple meetings to tell you about before we head on over to the break. And when we come back, GRF update. Stay with me.
Do you or your loved ones want to continue living at home safely, but are starting to see signs of Parkinson's, dementia, Alzheimer's, maybe it's recent strokes or falls? Having a caregiver at home can be the best way to keep you in home safely. Home Helpers has been providing caregivers for over 25 years. Call us today or join us at Laguna Cafe for free pie and coffee, and we'll answer your questions about caregiving. It's the first Tuesday of every month at 10 a.m., and space goes quickly, so RSVP now.
At Petwell Clinic, your local fast relief pet care clinic, there's no waiting days for an appointment. Just walk in when your pet needs care. From the moment you arrive, you'll feel our commitment to openness and service excellence. You remain by your pet's side throughout their visit, and all charges are clearly explained, so there are no surprises at checkout. Serving Laguna Woods Village, we are committed to kind and accessible pet care. Petwell Clinic, your most convenient option for quality pet care.
Your eyes let you see the world, every smile, every sunset, every moment.
At Harvard Eye Associates, our team of specialists is here to protect your vision.
From cataracts and glaucoma to retina and cornea care, we offer the latest treatments with a compassionate touch.
For over 50 years, you've trusted us with your eyes. We're honored to care for them for years to come.
Harvard Eye Associates, the future of vision today.
Hi, welcome to Pacific Financial Planners. We focus on income replacement for your retirement. We have over 3 decades of professional money management experience. We personalize a plan that's right for you and your family. You only get one shot at retirement. Don't you think you better get it right? So give us a call for your free consultation. We can do this over the phone, via Zoom, or in person.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. I have a GRF update, and to do that, to help us figure out all the safety information around the community, welcome Jeannie Costello and Carmen Pacello.
Good morning.
Good morning, Bree.
GRF, how are you guys?
Good morning.
We're doing fine.
Thank you for coming.
Good.
I was doing a quick overview of your talking points, and it is definitely all things safety.
We try to cast a wide net,
Yes.
right, of things people may or may not think of when they think of safety. So,
Well, you don't think about it until
Besides the common
after you
sense.
need it,
yeah,
right?
until the cause and effect has happened. We're trying to, stop that
Mitigate.
that
Yeah.
cycle. Yes.
As much as we possibly can.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to start off with personal and property safety?
Yeah. Again, these are things that we know you all know, but it's always a good reminder to check these things. So this is your monthly reminder to lock your doors and windows, lock your vehicles. We like to think that we live in a safe community because we have gates, but we all know that that's not necessarily true all the time, unfortunately. So take a proactive stance in making sure that you're keeping your property safe. We all know that there's porch pirates, right? We all know that unfortunately, people come and not so much inside our community. I haven't heard that so much. But it does happen. Mm-hmm. So make sure that if you're not home, you have a neighbor checking on your home and picking up your deliveries. See something, say something. If you see a suspicious activity within the community, please call security. Please, it doesn't take but a moment. And if you assume someone else is doing it, trust me, no one else is doing it. So I'm sure security would rather have 5 phone calls for the same thing than none. Mm-hmm. There was a situation the other day where there was a suspicious van, right? Windows blacked out and there was no license plate. Well, I hope they put it on social media, but I don't know that hopefully they called security about that. And somebody said, did you call security? That's the right response there. Because it's not just your manor, it's your community. So once you enter the gates, you have to think of all of this as your home. And what would you do to protect your home?
Right.
And do that.
Right.
So.
Mm-hmm. Now, I see one of the bullet points, do not allow unknown individuals to tailgate through gates.
It doesn't happen that frequently, but make sure that again, who are these people that are in our community?
Yeah.
Right?
And so would you have the drivers just basically stop when they get through the gate if they're kind of suspicious?
The best thing to do is have your phone speed dial security. So keep your cell phone, put the security number in on a speed dial. Mine is Siri. Siri calls security, and it calls security for me.
Fantastic.
So
that's a great idea.
That's the best way to do it. Because you don't have to stop
don't
and get out, and you don't want to engage.
Absolutely
No.
not.
You never
at
want to
all.
engage.
Not
Just
at
call
all.
security; they'll be there.
Not at all.
And then you're off the hook. You go on your way.
But I think that the point here is just to be more aware.
Be aware.
Right? So
If you see something, say something.
see something, say something.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
The
So, go ahead. Carmen.
No, the other thing we were going to talk about, I think the next slide, unless we're,
No, there it
is fraud awareness.
Yeah, this is
And
huge.
it's huge. And
It's
not
huge
just
worldwide.
It's not just in the adult community, but there are so many scams. It's like
New ones
you
every
can't
day.
trust anything.
No, you
anymore.
cannot.
So double check every single thing. Be wary of any kind of a payment or demand for payment. No one wants to share their information. Used to be a long time ago you would do that. You would give your information out freely. Not today. You need to know who you're dealing with. And then you want to make sure you verify anything before responding. So you can always double check with the company's name. Usually they misspell something in there. That's how you know, that's a dead giveaway that you have a fraud. They misspell the name. They use a kind of a weird logo doesn't look like Bank of America, but it's kind of like
fuzzy.
Bank
Kind
of
of like
America.
Bank of
It's
America.
kind of like
Fuzzy.
Bank of America, but
Yeah.
it's not really Bank of America. And then we have there's a website you can go to where you report these scams, and that's on the board there.
So,
yeah.
Carmen, these scams are coming in via text messages, emails, phone calls, even if they're brave enough door to door, right?
Right.
Well, hopefully not
No,
door to
not
door in
the
our
village.
community, but.
We really
yeah.
don't get door-to-door scams.
Okay, so that's good.
No,
But-
it's all
but
about the
it's-
email and the telephone number.
And it is, and you might think, oh, this is an important phone number. 99.99% of the time, if it's not programmed in your phone,
Right.
it's a scam.
Right.
a con.
Honestly, if I get a call from an unknown number,
It says scam right on it, anyhow,
Well,
most of the time.
Sometimes.
sometimes,
they
but
get
I
through.
will let it go to voicemail, right?
Yeah, because you don't even want to answer them, because then that sends an alert, oh, this is a live number.
This is a live number.
Right.
Right.
So anyhow, report the scams, that's very important.
And don't answer your phone.
Don't answer.
Yeah, don't answer the phone.
Not unless you know the person. Anyways, we are going to be in the middle of wildfire season, unfortunately. In fact, we already are. So again, clutter and keeping brush away from your home is really important. Keeping your patios and balconies clear. Clear access for emergency responders. Think about that. If someone had to get to you quickly, or you had to exit quickly, could you? So that's really important. Also, if you aren't registered on Everbridge yet, please do so. Everbridge is our internal community emergency push system, which will push information that you need to know at the time of an emergency. Again, you may not need it now, and unfortunately, I hope we never do, but unfortunately, the odds are that we probably will, or you probably will at some point.
The first time you see Everbridge come up on your phone, you think it's a scam, so you have to
Program
either program it or or you can sign up for it.
Right, and how do you
Go
sign
online.
up? How do you sign up for it? You go to the portal, the village website. On every page, sign up for Everbridge is at the bottom. That's how important we think this emergency contact system is.
Sure.
You can choose how you want the information delivered. It's text, email, or phone. And it's important that you have it already set up, because by the time an emergency comes around, that's not the time for you to be trying to get on Everbridge. So
It actually replaced the old red alert.
yeah, Code
It used to be
Red. Wasn't
the
it
Code Red.
It was
We
Code
used to have
Red.
Code Red.
So if you were, and that brings up a good point.
Yeah.
If you're registered for Code Red and your information hasn't changed, the information automatically went over to Everbridge.
Right.
So it's only for new residents, or if any of your contact information has changed, you might want to update it on Everbridge. You might just want to go out to Everbridge and make sure your information is updated.
Are they
like,
located locally?
Everbridge, it's
in the cloud.
It's in the cloud.
It's in the cloud.
It's everywhere. So
We
yeah.
get alerts on a regular basis through Everbridge. Like if there's a heat alert,
Oh, okay.
the heat alert will come in. It'll
Sure.
say, be prepared for 95-degree weather or something.
Right.
So just keep informed.
Okay.
Just stay informed. And Everbridge is fine to open and get in there, read that.
Fantastic.
So there's that. So there's that safety thing. So what other types
The
of
other
safety?
things, so we have on our slide here to test our smoke and our detectors. A lot of people don't realize this. Once they move into the village, they forget that they have a smoke detector in their ceiling,
Right.
usually in the hallway in the bedroom, something like that. So you can test those to make sure they're okay. If you have a question, you can always call resident services.
Resident services.
And I don't know how new they are on the market, but I just picked up a few for my house, and they're the combination, smoke and carbon monoxide.
Right. We all have
And
them.
they last 10 years.
10 years. Right.
So,
We all have them.
good.
But depending on when they installed it.
Yes.
So people move in, 3 years into the program. You can find out on the portal. We can go on our website.
fantastic.
We can go into the portal. You can type in anything there. They answer you within a couple of hours. I highly recommend residents use their portal on our website, resident portal, for everything. If you have any question about anything, just type it in. Somebody will respond real quickly with our new ERP system that we have right now. Our calls are caught up to date real fast. So we've got this great communication program that people don't know about.
That's
So
wonderful.
the residents should be using their portal,
Okay.
and it's on our website.
Okay, fantastic. So sign up for an account if you don't have one, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you want to cover?
Yeah,
on
as a
that?
resident, you should be using that portal for just about everything.
Sounds like it'll
So-
make life easier.
Yeah.
It does. It truly does.
Then we have, we talk about our wildfires and heat preparedness. We have to keep our patios clean and clear, so they're not a fire hazard, no open flames. We have to follow all of those safety features.
And so the village doesn't allow grilling on patios, do they?
There is, you can.
You can.
It depends on the location and also depends on the size. There's some size limitation. No open flames, no fire barbecues, no briquettes or anything like
Right.
that. But there's electric or propane, but they're small.
Right.
So
Okay.
we have the next slide.
So one of the things that people aren't aware of is heat safety, right? Again, we're getting into the hotter months. And people don't realize you get dehydrated very, very quickly, especially when you're out playing sports, especially when you're just active, right? You don't realize how much you expand just playing a round of golf. So again, remember, to bring that water bottle with you, stay hydrated. We're really good about not exercising in the heat of the day. I noticed that people are really, really sensitive to that. But just like I said, be aware. Like you said, we get heat. Alexa will give you heat updates. It's going to be really warm tomorrow. Everbridge will do the same. Just like I said, be aware that you're dehydrating faster than you think you are, and the next thing you know, you fainted on the ground and you have no idea why. Really important. Check in on your neighbors. I think that's the overall message here. Is be considerate of other people, especially if you know that they live alone, and just make sure that they're doing okay too, and taking care of themselves. Obviously, hydrate your pets. Keep your doggies and your kitties hydrated. They probably dehydrate faster than we do because they're wearing their fur coats. So, anyways, again, it's stuff that you know, but think about it. When the temperature's going to be 85, 90, 95 degrees. You might want to stay in, So
Go to the library.
go to the library. We have a lovely library.
And some of our clubhouses are locations for cooling centers.
Cooling centers.
So just keep an eye on the Everbridge. If it says it's going to be 98 for the next 3 days,
Right.
you might want to think about going over to one of the clubhouses.
We usually try to do a little bit more
the
information here on the show
Sure.
when we do have those extremes.
Exactly.
So watch us out every day.
Yeah, there you go.
There's a plug.
Yeah.
All right,
There you go.
HOA safety rules.
Yes, safety rules are there for you, for your safety. We don't try and be strict for no reason. Again, we're trying to make sure that because we live in such a dense community, a fire in your house is going to affect somebody else. So again, it's one of those things. Grilling allowed in only in approved areas. Obviously, hopefully no one is storing gasoline or kerosene or anything that's flammable. Again, same thing, keep walkways and stairwells clear. I know we love, and I see it all the time, we love our stuff around us. But again, think about emergency ingress or egress. If you had to get out or an emergency provider, an EMT had to get in, could they do it? Could they do it quickly? And again, not just for you, but for your neighbors. We do maintain our own exterior lighting, which is a good thing in the community. I would like to see more of it. There's a plug for that. And obtain approval for, yes.
Yeah, modification.
Yeah, for, structural modifications, so alterations. That's a big thing. You may think, first of all, the buildings are all owned by the mutuals, all right? So any massive change that you make to the building structure, you must go through the approval process. It's for your safety and for the safety of your neighbors, all right? So that's why. And of course, non-compliance creates a risk for the entire community. Yes, it does.
Right.
for obvious reasons.
And we do have a compliance department.
Yes,
So
we do.
you can call that number as well. So if anything looks askew, call compliance,
Right.
and they'll check on it. And you can call anonymous, or
Yeah, oh,
you can
yes.
give them your man and number. Either way.
Definitely.
Okay.
Vehicle safety, I'll take this one. So we're in a closed community, in a gated community. Our speed limit is 25 miles per hour throughout the village, but a lot of people don't pay attention to
I have a
that.
girlfriend who's been cited 3 times.
Yeah. So we
3
have-
times, and you know who you are. I'm
So
not going to mention your name.
It's real simple. It's, the slide says posted speed limit, but it's 25, period, and it's everywhere. So that's simple. Just watch your speed limit. Yield to pedestrians, obviously, we have crosswalks and what have you. Elderly community, you've got to be real careful. And this also goes with the pedestrians. They have to take some responsibility and watch where they're walking. Don't walk out between parked cars and not look both ways, or they're looking at their phone or their dog or whatever, and they're not paying attention, and they're trip and fall on the sidewalk. Anyhow, it's we're all responsible.
We're all guilty.
Yeah, park in designated areas. That's kind of a normal thing.
Don't park in red zones. I think
The
that this
red
is the fire,
zones-
again, fire safety.
Fire safety.
You know, this is for emergency vehicles and ambulances and fire trucks to
Right.
get to you when you need it. So that car that thinks that I'm only going to be here, for overnight.
In the
That may be the
yeah.
night that somebody needs an EMT. That's the message.
In the village, there's a lot of, this station E222, the fire station outside the gate, they're in here a lot. And
25 times a day on average.
they're
You've gotta
in
be
here
kidding.
a
I'm not
lot.
kidding you.
And they're here for basically for falls. People falling in their unit and then they call. So those red zones are important that they stay
Okay.
clear for these. And they always send 2. They send the big truck
Right.
and they send the paramedics, both
Right.
when something happens. So they need places to turn around and park. So they're painted red for a reason.
Yes.
So don't park there.
Okay.
Leading. you wanna take that
A nice
one?
segue,
Yeah,
fall
we're
prevention and
fall
home safety.
prevention.
The same things that we've been talking about that apply for all the other emergency situations apply here. This is kind of a delicate subject, because as we age, we may not realize that we are aging, and we might not have the balance or the strength that we once had. So and I remember when my mom was of that age, we removed all loose rugs in the house. Again, trip and fall. People tend to not lift their feet as much as we age. Easily install grab bars in the bathrooms. You can get them from Amazon. Slip and falls in bathtubs are really prevalent for obvious reasons. Again, keep pathways clear in your home and outside your home. And then consider the emergency alert system, which you can get through the foundation. That's the old "I've fallen and I can't get up" alert, thing. Again, pride goes out the window when you've broken a hip, and we don't want to see that for you, and we don't want to see that for your neighbors. So again, common sense prevention techniques before the unthinkable happens.
Exactly. All right, and so as far as emergency preparedness,
So emergency preparedness is important because we should have, every unit should have a go bag or something with their supplies that
possibly even
last
keep
for.
it in your car?
You can
I have one in my car.
Yeah, car inside the unit. So you have at least 72 hours worth of supplies, and some cash, water, non-perishable foods, your flashlight, first aid kit, all the necessary, your medications, important documents. So the main thing is awareness that you should have an emergency preparedness kit.
And I would like to do a plug for our most recent copy of the Village Breeze, which has the list of all the things that you need to stay prepared on page 26. So again, just go down the list, check it off. And again, before you need it, please have it.
Yes, and lastly, we've got a list of emergency contacts.
do.
Now, this is too much to read out and go over on the show, but where can people find this
On our
page?
website.
I think this is an excellent page to print off and have handy.
We have it in our website.
Okay.
Everything is on our website. So we have, the first thing I would do, I always recommend it to friends, is that move into the village, is put the security systems number
In your phone.
In your phone.
So you
Alright.
can just Siri, call security. That takes care of just about everything you can possibly imagine.
Well, that's everybody's job for today.
Yep.
And you're off.
Again, see
Thank
something, say
you.
something, and sign up for alerts. Those are the best
Right.
messages that we can give you today.
Right,
Thank you so much for joining
Thank
me
you,
today.
Bree.
Such valuable information.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you being here with us.
good.
You're watching This Day on Village TV. We'll be back in a minute.
The Laguna Woods History Center, the only purpose-built local history archive in Orange County, has been capturing the legacy of our community since 1977. As a nonprofit dedicated to preserving today for tomorrow, we collect, conserve, and share the history of Laguna Woods Village, the city of Laguna Woods, and the surrounding Orange County region. Step into the past and connect with the present at your community archive. Whether you're curious about local milestones, searching for historical documents, or exploring treasured artifacts, the History Center is your gateway to the stories that shape Laguna Woods. The Laguna Woods History Center is a separate building adjacent to the Village Library. We are open Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. or by appointment. Visit us and find your place in history.
Hospice isn't about giving up. It's about showing up with compassion, expertise, and heart.
We care for the whole person, mind, body, and spirit, helping patients live each day to the fullest.
We walk with patients and families every step of the way because what we do is more than medicine. It's honoring every moment together.
Orange Hospice, with you, with heart, always. Please call us or visit orangehospice.net.
How'd those double cappuccinos look? I think you're going to need them all weekend long. It looks like we are in for 3 days of rain, predominantly Saturday and Sunday. We've got some very cool temps coming in to join us, make us nice and cozy while those showers sprinkle overhead. So be prepared for that. Tomorrow on this day, we have Melissa Fort. Mike will be back with her, and Sports Corner with our very own Cole Young. That's going to do it for this episode of This Day from all of us here. We wish yours a beautiful one.